Hello and welcome to your English news broadcast live on ERi-TV. It's exactly 10:30 p.m. on Eritrea's local time from our headquarters at Asmara, reporting your domestic and international news in brief. I'm Zahra Badouri, but first we'll begin with your major headlines. Heads up, your exclusives. Meeting of Eritrean community in Riyadh. Commandable vaccination program in Robia for subzone. On your international, Burkina Faso military leader demands a French departure. Political relations between Sweden and Turkey strained, and more on your international. Welcome to your domestic in brief. The Eritrean embassy in Riyadh organized a meeting with members of the Eritrean community on the 20th of this January, focusing on implementation of charted out programs. At the meeting, Mrs. Waini Garazgher, chargé d'affaires at the Eritrean embassy, presented reports focusing on the socio-economic situation of nationals in Riyadh and its environs, as well as the affiliated community in Bahrain, Lebanon, Syria, Oman, Jordan, and Iraq. The report also included the situation of Eritrean workers in Saudi Arabia and the effort the embassy is exerting to address the challenges they have encountered so far. Mr. Woldeselassie Gebramedhin, head of the Consular and Administrative Affairs, on his part gave briefing on the consular services provided in the year 2022 and a plan of action for the year 2023. On your final domestic, Nurse Redwan Jamal, head of the Robia health station, Foro subzone, reported the vaccination coverage has reached to 100%. Nurse Redwan further noted that the number of pregnant women delivering at the health station has increased by 17%, and waiting rooms for pregnant women has been established with a view to address the declining of pregnant women visiting the health station for treatment. Nurse Redwan also said that as a result of the increased awareness of the public, coupled with the strong effort of the health station, the prevalence of communicable diseases, including HIV/AIDS, has significantly reduced. According to Nurse Redwan, sustainable environmental sanitation activities are being conducted, and in the past 2 years, over 16,000 impregnated bed nets have been distributed to the public. The residents, on their part, called for upgrading the health station to health centers. However, Robia Health Station is providing health services to over 10,000 residents of the administrative area of Robia, Arabto, Mahafid, and Rubahadas. Stay tuned for more of your reports on your international up next. And on your global report, Burkina Faso's military government has ordered hundreds of French troops to leave the country within 1 month time. National broadcasters RTB made the announcement on Saturday, citing the official agent's Deformation du Burkina. The news agency said that as a report that a decision had been made Wednesday to end the presence of France military on Burkina soil. The move came 5 months after France completed its withdrawal from Mali after 9 years after fighting Islamist rebels alongside regional troops. After the second coup last year, anti-French protesters began urging the junta to strengthen ties with Russia. Mali has already hired Russian missionaries from the Wangurn group who have been accused of widespread human rights abuse there and elsewhere. But over the 60 years after Burkina Faso's independence, France has maintained strong economic and humanitarian aid ties with its former country. Saturday's announcement was welcomed by those who lost patience with the country France. Sweden's bid for NATO membership faced a dead after after failing rally by the far right burned the Holy Quran, the copy of the Holy Quran, in front of the Turkish embassy in Stockholm. Tensions claimed on Saturday when the leaders of a Danish far right political party burned a copy of the Quran while protesting in front of Turkey's embassy in the capital, Stockholm. Ahead of the rally, Ankara said it was cancelling a visit by Sweden's defense ministry aimed at overcoming Turkey's objection to its NATO membership, and Turkey's foreign minister had called for the rally to be banned. Sweden needs Turkey's backing to gain entry to NATO as far as European growth after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Ankara is demanding Sweden to hand over Kurdish activists and prevent rallies attacking its leadership. On your final report, at least 10 people have been killed and 10 injured in a mass shooting eastern of Los Angeles following a Lunar Year celebration that attacked thousands, and police reported. Police said that the shooting took place late on Saturday, occurring at Monterey Park. Capitol Andrew Mayer of the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department and Homicide Bureau said people were pouring out of the location screaming when officers arrived. The male suspect is still unfound, still at large, said Mayer, who could not immediately offer a description of the alleged attacker or the weapon in use. Mayer said it was too early in the investigation to have known if the gunman knew anyone at the ballroom or if it was a crime motivated by hate. He also reported that police were investigating another incident in the nearby city of Alhambra to see whether it was connected. As a result of the shooting, the police said Lunar Year festivals in Monterey Park for Sunday have been cancelled. Despite the high rate of gun violence, federal gun controls have remained a political striking point. While the administration of President Joe Biden last year signed into the law that the most significant gun safety legislation, gun control advocates said that the gains in the legislation, however, were relatively modest so far. Dear viewers, that is all for now with your domestic and international news in brief. Until we are back with some more news, stay and enjoy the rest of our programs. But until then, this is a review of your today's Heads Up exclusives. Meeting of Eritrean community in the capital, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Commendable vaccination program in Robia for Sabzo. On your international, Burkina Faso's military leader demands French departure. Political relationships between Sweden and Turkey restrained and 10 killed in shooting near LA Lunar Year Festival. That is all for now. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more of your news.